Hi guys, Steve up at the property, and this week we have the modular home coming up the driveway, picked up by a crane, and the pieces dropped onto the foundation, bolted together. We're gonna have a house. But I also had some time. I need to do some maintenance on the backhoe. Now we've done some stuff on the backhoe. See the playlist. But today we're just doing an antifreeze swap. Now, when I first started using this backhoe, I got it from a gentleman who took really good care of it. One thing I did notice, the antifreeze was green, and I didn't think that was the case with John Deere. They have yellow or goldish colored antifreeze. So I figured I tested it with the antifreeze tester, and it tested good, but it wasn't great. And I figured, you know what? I like to make sure I do everything maintenance-wise on a new vehicle to me, because God knows what the last guy did. I really like Carl, smart guy, much smarter than I in regards to this thing. But what the heck? I just drained it all out. I have the distilled water and the high Gard John Deere, I'll show it to you, antifreeze that I'm going to put in it. So it's pretty straightforward what you're doing when you change the antifreeze. But for you guys that are new with these things, the first thing you want to do is you got to pop the hood open from the other side, and you can't do that with the bucket down. You can't raise the bucket if you can't run the machine. You can't run the machine if you don't have antifreeze in it. I mean, I guess you could. It's not going to kill it. But I raise the bucket. I don't have the safety measures for it, but I don't walk underneath it, and I stay away from it, and I listen. So I pop open the radiator just so air can get in, so it doesn't slow down the draining. Now, there are two petcocks on this machine. One at the bottom of the radiator you get from underneath the machine, and one on the side of the block. So, you know, with the machine sitting like this, of course, you can't get a 5-gallon bucket underneath it, of course. And the hoses never stay on the nipples as you rotate the petcock, opening it up. So, I looked in the garage. I had these old drain pans that I kept. They're baking pans, really, that I could slip underneath the ride-on mower so I could change the oil with that. So they fit underneath, and these things don't drain fast. Now, I got a 5-gallon bucket. I got to bring this somewhere to get rid of it. But the capacity of this machine is 17 quarts. 14 gallons and 1 quart fits in a 5-gallon bucket. So that is just about, looks like 4 gallons full. And I still have the pans underneath dripping. So step one, raise the bucket, open the hood, crack open the antifreeze, the radiator cap. Then you want to go to the front, unscrew that petcock, and then unscrew that petcock. Make sure you have enough pans to keep underneath it. And you swap the pans, you drain, and it's slow enough that you don't worry. You're not going to open the thing, it's not going to spew out, it's going to drip out. Now, those size pans, believe it or not, will capture all the dripping. I mean, there's always something in the way, and the antifreeze is running down the block. But you get a pan that size, or a regular basin that they sell in the auto stores. I mean, I have one, but it has oil in it, and I want to bring this back someplace I'll accept, use the antifreeze that's fairly clean. So I wipe down those pans, I use them. That'll work. Don't worry about it. Listen, it's never going to be perfect, but I say I captured 98% of the antifreeze. All right, let me show you the petcock on the front of the engine. Okay, yeah, at the front. All right, just bear with me. And there it is right there. Still open. Yeah, you may need pliers to turn it counterclockwise to open. And when you're done, just turn it clockwise and it'll stop. We're actually done. So I'll close it once I put my gloves back on. And there's the pan for that one. And back there's the pan for the block drain. Well, let's take a peek at that. Okay, here it is right there. And of course, you know, it pools up in there and then drips down. And you're not gonna see, oh yeah, you can see the pan all the way down there in the distance. You can see the green. And I've been dumping them into the 5-gallon pail. Okay, it's, you know, you could flush it. I'm not flushing it. The antifreeze I took out of here was clean. Normally I would, but you know, I don't have a hose here. I don't have electricity on the property. Normally what I like to do is I'd put a catch-all underneath. I'd run it with some fresh water, drain it, and you know, get the thing really clean. But this machine was really well cared for. The antifreeze that came out was clean. It was just the wrong type, and I want to put new in. So I'm sure after doing both petcocks, this thing is dry. You know, maybe there's a little bit pooled up somewhere here or there. Fine. So we're gonna close up the petcocks, pour out the rest of the antifreeze, put in the new. Mostly hand tight. I give it a little twist with the pliers. Okay, this is the antifreeze. You know, I don't remember, I bought this a while ago. It's probably more expensive, I'll put it down here, than regular antifreeze. But this is what John Deere says to put in it. I've read online in different forums, this is really good stuff, just use it. And you mix it 1-to-1 with distilled water. You can get this at any supermarket. It's probably like $1.99. I think I paid for it at ShopRite, Food Town. Well, King Cullen, where I live. So it says 17 quarts. So I'll go 1 gallon antifreeze, 1 gallon distilled water, 1 gallon antifreeze, 1 gallon distilled water, and top it off with the antifreeze, so I'll have a tad bit more protection. All right, and this will cover it. I'm here in Pennsylvania, in the Pocono Mountains. It gets cold here, but some of you, like if you live in North Dakota, you may need to put in a little bit more antifreeze. So let's put this in. Now you got to remember, this is got lots of air in it now, and the block is empty. We're probably going to have to, it's going to fill up in the radiator, then gurgle down. We may have to, we're going to run it for a while, and then put some more in. Okay, that's radiator's full. We're going to have to run it for a little bit. You know, it's at this time you want to check your drain cocks. Make sure they're not leaking. Mine aren't, so I'm going to put the cover on the other side back on. All right, guys, I ran it for a good long time, and gee, I thought it would have warmed up enough where I think pretty sure the thermostat opened and it circulated around, but there's probably some air bubbles in there. That happens. I'm going to say It's probably like actually like a quart or maybe 2 quarts low on coolant, but it'll be fine. You know, I'm going to use the machine tomorrow. I got to rip out the gate at the front of the property so they can bring the modular home pieces in. So I know I'll get a good workout there ripping out the gate. So after then, I'm sure it'll be warm up, and I'll check it again. You got to make sure. It said 7 quarts, and I probably have 5 in there. So no, 17 quarts, and I think I have 15 in there. So it's okay. You're not going to hurt it, but check on it until it burps out the air that's in it, and then fill it up to the top. You'll be good to go. Guys, thanks for following along with me this week, and I'll catch you next time.